Hi, I'm Chris Wardlaw for CarGurus, and this is a 2015 Hyundai Genesis Coupe R-Spec. Now this is a legitimate rear-wheel drive 2+2 sports coupe that very few people even consider to test drive, and that's a real shame because this car occupies a real sweet spot between the Scion FRS and Subaru BRZ twins on the low end of the spectrum and bigger pony cars like the Chevy Camaro and the Ford Mustang. Now speaking of the Mustang, just a couple of weeks ago, I was driving a Mustang with an EcoBoost engine, had 20-inch wheels and tires. It was a great-looking car, but honestly, I think I'd rather own this. Now, don't freak out. I'm going to explain why a little later, but for now, let's talk about what we're driving today. Now, my Genesis Coupe R-Spec test car is painted a beautiful shade called Empire State Gray. The price is just over $30,000, and that includes the destination charge. Now, what do you get when you upgrade to the R-Spec package? First of all, you've got a track-tuned suspension. You've got these bigger 19-inch wheels and tires. They're staggered width, a little narrower in the front. You've got a Brembo performance braking system, and you've even got a front suspension camber adjustment bolt under the hood. Now, what's under this hood is a standard 348 horsepower, 3.8 liter V6, and the R-Spec only comes with a manual gearbox. So if you can't operate a clutch, you're not going to be driving this car. Now inside, the R-Spec has these sport bolstered performance seats, and they're great for a couple of adults. The rear seat, probably kids only. While it's got a little bit more room than some other sport coupes, still not comfortable for somebody my size, especially in terms of headroom. As far as technology is concerned, aside from this iPod cable, which is not compatible with my iPhone 6, there's really nothing much to speak of here. If you get the Ultimate model, there are additional options, including a navigation system, Hyundai BlueLink telematics, and more. But I actually like the R-Spec's approach here because the lack of driver distraction is refreshing. So, what do you say we go for a drive? Now, the reason that I like the Hyundai Genesis Coupe better than the new Mustang with the EcoBoost engine is because I find it to be a more comfortable car. I find it to be a more refined car. I find it easier to see out. And I genuinely find it to be more fun to drive. I mean, from the razor sharp, precise steering to the way that the V6 engine sounds when it's revved, to how easy it is to heel and toe downshift, to the amount of speed the V6 generates. This is really a blast of a car to drive. But what makes it better than the Mustang, the Camaro, the Challenger especially, and puts it almost on par with the Scion FRS is the fact that you can see out of the damn thing. I mean, I've got no visibility problems at all. I can put this car exactly where I want it. And if you prefer going fast on a twisty road like I do to going fast in a straight line like maybe a Camaro guy does, this is the car for you. While it's true that Hyundai Sports Coupe is getting a little bit old, it still looks terrific and it represents an incredible performance value. To learn more about the Genesis Coupe, visit CarGurus.com and read my full review. I'm Chris Wardlaw. Thanks for watching.